we got Kevin from Inbox. We've chatted with him once or twice already, specifically with Mercy and the ICM.run crew. So it's good to have you back on this time for a full-fledged interview, more than overdue here. So thanks for coming on, Kevin.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome to see you guys. Good to be on.
One thing about Kevin is, I will say, Mercy speaks so highly of you. Obviously, good friend of the show. Mercy's like, Kevin knows how to get it done, building a great product. He's been doing this for a long time. And so like high praise there. And excited to talk about what you're building and maybe your background and stuff too to get started. But thanks for coming on, dude.
100%, 100%. Let's do it. Yeah, shout out to Mercy.
Go. You're a big contributor for ICM.run, right? Not to make it about that.
I'm a contributor. Yeah. I've spoken a lot with Mercy about what he's doing, and like we kind of ideated over the stuff he ended up like going full on. Like right now, he's like he's the one running it, right? Like I'm not I'm not as much as like he's the king in that space. Like I won't take that away from him. He's the G.
You guys work together on Inbox, right? To some degree.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, what happened is well, Mercy was running an agency, and he had like like a product of him, and he basically was using our product. He was a customer for a long time, and yeah, I just think we got along really well. And then from that point, like we started working on Inbox together. He helped make a lot of content, a lot of like internal stuff for us, and then some help center content as well to help our customers with using the product. And yeah, he's still around. He's still rocking that badge on X as well, which is
Is he really? I
quite
didn't even
awesome.
notice. Let's go. But
So
no,
tell us,
that's chill.
yeah. So tell us a little bit about just kind of your background, kind of how you got started with Inbox, like where did this idea come from, and just tell us a little bit about the journey.
Yeah, 100%. So Inbox kind of started. So what we need to understand is how that whole outreach and like CRM space was a few years ago before X became X and it was Twitter. So like what happened is a few years ago I was helping my friends find users for his startup, and he was creating a long form content platform, and he was struggling to find people to join his platform. So we created a small software that would help him find users for his platform and find customers, find people that could go and join his platform. And what we ended up building was like an outreach software that ended up working really well for him. He was able to onboard like thousands of users on his platform. And basically, what the tool was doing is just like it allowed him to manage messages and invite people on Twitter at that point. And yeah, what ended up happening is that tool we started offering that as a service to multiple people, and we had about 10 20 companies using it like a month, like every month. And we decided to scale it, make it a software that's usable by those companies without having um, to rely on us to use it. And this is where we introduced our outreach part of the software, and then after that we created that whole productive inbox that's shareable with your team, because we realized the problem was just what we're doing on Next is only solving like one part of the puzzle. So we decided to expand to like multiple platforms, and we're still working on like implementing other platforms. But right now, yeah, we really want to focus and like bring a better DM experience on X essentially.
And so obviously you were tweet DM before you were Inbox. The same token, just different metadata, right? Um,
Exactly.
did this was this always for outreach via Twitter, or was this outreach elsewhere as well?
It was always Twitter. Yeah.
Okay. And when you say outreach, that's like I would personally go in and shoot people DMs, and then your software is good for just keeping track of all of that, managing them. And again, we've showed demos on the show. Obviously, you'll be welcome to do that again here if you'd like. But explain that to us. So, like, what's the purpose then of your software? Once, say, someone wants to grow a company, grow a business, they need to do outreach. They go on Twitter, start cold DMing a bunch of people. They're getting cold DMs. What's the purpose of Inbox?
Yeah, 100%. So it's literally two things. One, help you keep good relationship with people you're around with on X. So like a lot of that happens through messages, and if you talk to a lot of people, it gets messy, and X makes it super hard to know who you reply to, who these people are, keep tab of who is who. So first of all, we just want to bring peace in your inbox and make it easy for you to just know who you're speaking with and know where there are opportunities. And then on the other hand, obviously we have that outreach part where you're able to like find potential customers, find potential partners, find potential like anything that you're looking for on X, and we kind of like enable that part of X that's kind of like untapped, where
How,
there's a
what
lot
does
of
that look
deals that
like?
can be well, could be well. It depends for everyone, right? So if you're looking for customers, or if you're looking for like podcast guests, these kind of things, like that's like we kind of like unlock that for you. So, for example, we have like Mario Nafal who's using it, and he's using Inbox to source his guests. So he any guests that he's going to be inviting, his team is using the tool to like remind people that obviously their interviewees do that they're looking for people to interview or like inviting people or just like keeping people up to date with the stuff that is that's happening with his show. So yeah, so he's using it that way. We got other customers that are using it for uh, just notifying their audience about their new coaching program or like any service that they're doing. That's also another way to use it. So everyone is using it a little bit differently. uh, yeah.
And this is automated.
So it can be automated, or you can just bring on your whole team on it, and you can kind of like delegate the access of your account. So if you run a
Gotcha.
big X account, you can like either hire VAs or share the access with your team, and you can track without sharing the password of your X account, and you can keep track of who sent what message, who's doing what, who's responsible of who, et cetera, et cetera. So it makes it easier as well to like if you like anytime you're grow a little bit like you get a lot of messages like it
We need
helps you
that.
through
We
everything.
need that
We
for sure.
definitely we
Yeah,
need that. Yo, the
100%.
MCG inbox, I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, this is chaos. Yeah.
That's what it's for, right? No, but let's give people an idea of this company because it wasn't a fly by night thing. It didn't pop up this year. You've been in business for a little while, if I remember correctly. Can you tell us, when you started, how long you've been working on this, and just maybe the iterations over time, what it looks like, what it used to look like versus what it looks like today?
100%. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can find. I've been pretty vocal about the stuff that I did. I'm not tweeting very frequently, but I update everyone once in a while, kind of like the stuff I'm working on. So I'm pretty sure we can find like old screenshots of what 2DM looked like maybe a year and a half ago, or even 2 years ago, maybe. Uh, but yeah, what happened is it was the service became kind of like a like messaging tool, like for companies to find customers. And now, like since the last 6 7 months, we started revamping the whole product and making it look like way more professional, way more more productive to use, and yeah. Oh well, yeah. You're seeing like small updates, small tweaks that we're doing here with the screenshots.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice. And you mentioned that you had Mario Nafal using your tech. So how long has he was he kind of using that before you kind of went with the token launch, or was he like a long time? Because I know, yeah, just tell us a little bit about that.
yeah. So Mario has been using the product. I mean, it's more so his whole team
Mhm.
and himself. Like it's everyone is basically on it. The way it works, he's started using it about 6 7 months ago, like right when we started rebranding. And yeah, that was before the token. The token we launched was 3 months ago, I think, something like that. So it
Very
was it was
nice.
way before. Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, I always like to highlight that because, especially with ICM in the sector, these are all real revenue generating businesses, right? So you almost need like a proof of concept to know that these businesses will be successful. So it's really nice that you guys had an already functioning business that has had clients and has already seen success way before you even considered launching a token. So that's really bullish. Very nice that you guys had that. I mean, tell us a little bit about like your user growth. Like, has that accelerated since launching a token, or how's that been looking, over the last 6-8 months, or even last few months?
Yeah, 100%. So we're growing. Can't say exact metrics, but we're growing 20% month over month, which is kind of like a big growth for a CRM or like a inbox managing tool. And yeah, we run a lot of campaigns as well. And we recently launched this $50,000 like big reward program that people can claim on if they refer as customers, or if they talk about us, if they do any actions, any tasks on our Discord, and it's going well. I mean, we're on track to do more than 20% this month, so it's definitely going well.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Do you
So
have
someone wants, yeah, go ahead, Dom.
no? You were rolling, chill. I don't want to cut you off. If you got
I was just gonna say one thing. So someone wants to get started with inbox right now. Whether that be taking a whole team or kind of using it in a different way. Like, how do they get started?
It's super easy. They literally just have to go on our website, inboxapp.com, sign up, link their X account. Takes like 30 seconds, and they can invite their team members. They can invite everyone to their inbox account, and all the messages get synced. Everyone gets access, and that's literally it. Then you get prompted to upgrade to either a starter plan or a pro plan. That's $79 a month or $49 a month. I mean, you get to choose the plan that fits what you're looking to do, and you're up and running. You literally, the reason we built it as a software is literally just because you can start at any time, and you don't really need us for anything really. Our whole goal is to kind of like give back the power to people. So instead of that being like an agency or like a whole thing where you have to be in touch with us, it's like the tool is uh, completely free, and you can sign up at any time and just use the tool.
Yeah, I would love to touch on some of your users. Obviously, you said you have Mario, you have, I mean, countless others. I just saw a picture on your Twitter of you with, another big creator. Um, can you tell us a little bit more about how many people are actively using this, and maybe some names that this is benefiting directly that people might
Uh,
recognize?
Yeah, well, I'm only able to mention these two because I know I have like full approval from them
Yeah.
to say that they're using our product. A lot of our customers see us as kind of like an edge on the market. So it's like one of our biggest struggles to be like to get people who are like well known to speak about us, because they kind of want to keep it for themselves.
Yeah.
And that's like one of our biggest challenge, I would say. So, and not like we're very lucky to have Dan Martel and Mario NFL to be okay with us citing them, and we'll have testimonial videos with them as well. That'll be really sick. I think that'll help a lot.
Cool. And you guys are moving outside of Twitter. Most of this conversation has been Twitter
Uh,
or X
sorry,
centric.
Dom. Before we go on that, when is those testimonials going live with Mario Nafal? Has he actually publicly talked about Inbox yet?
There's nothing public yet, but that's something we want to schedule with both Dan and Mario. No, there's no date or any release time for that. It's just gonna happen when it happens. Dan, I was very lucky to meet when I was in New York, but he's got a very tight schedule. So even if we want to make that happen, it's gonna be really hard.
All right. Well, when you do get that case study ready to be announced, would love for
Yeah,
you to drop that on stream and just ping us, and we'll announce it on stream if you're not scheduled. But that's significant alpha for your community. So
100%,
yeah,
100%, of
I was
course.
just tapping in to see if there's alpha there. Of course.
Yeah. No,
You know,
yeah. There's no no scheduled, no no scheduled alpha.
Something I think I've asked you this question maybe back when we had Mercy on, but you see Twitter or X. I just refer to them as Twitter naturally. It's gonna be hard for me to start calling them X, to be honest. To be fair, but that being said, we've seen Twitter acquire companies like this in the past. I use Twitter Pro, and I know Chill is a big user of Twitter Pro every day. We absolutely love it. Now it's something that premium subscribers to Twitter actually just get access to. Have you been approached by a Twitter? Have you been approached by anyone to either buy you out just to stop you from making this, or to buy you out and integrate you into the platform? Like, is that something you'd be interested in? Is that something you've encountered so far? Anything like you can speak on with that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, we've spoken to a few folks at X, and they really like what we were doing. It's we only gotten positive feedback. No, it's hard to say about if we would be a good acquisition as well for them. I mean, it would definitely help out like everyone on X.
For
But
sure.
if there was a tool like that that would be like paid for through the pro plan, that would be really sick. But yeah, I think my hopes with Inbox is to kind of like go further than X and make this a thing for like all the platforms. So that's a thing where our product could be way bigger than just X.
Let's touch on that. You're expanding from X. You have this X kind of nailed down. You're doing it well. What are your next steps? Where are you going?
Yeah, we got a few platforms that we're looking we're kind of like eyeing right now. So there's like the ones that are the most requested from our customers are LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, and we have a few people asking us weirdly about TikTok messages. But that'll probably be way later down the line. But those platforms are the ones we're going to be focusing on. So it's already a great challenge to implement all of them into our platforms. And yeah, it's just the product is there's just so much information and data we have to kind of like reconnect together in one place. Um, and yeah, I
Nice.
see you going through all the pages here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for it, to show at least the audience here what you kind of got going on as best I can.
100%.
If you want, I know you have a personal account logged in, so it might not be something you want to do, but if you want, you can show us actually how this platform looks from the inside if you feel so inclined.
Let me see. Usually I clean up my inbox before before just to not leak anything. Let me see if there's nothing
Totally understandable.
that's yeah, I think I won't be able to share right now just because there's just so much.
Yeah.
But there is I posted a video a few days ago on my X, kind of like going through everything in less than a minute. Maybe we can take a look
Okay.
at this.
We absolutely can. I'm looking through it now. There we go. I got it. Share this tab. All right.
You are able.
Can you guys hear my volume real quick?
Inbox does.
Yep.
You are able to aggregate all the messages from multiple X accounts in one place that is shared with your team. You can keep tags, valuation notes, and other information about the prospect shared with your team in one place. You have a pipeline, which is shared with your team. You can keep track of where your prospects are in the funnel. All these columns are the statuses. You can create lead lists that allow you to outreach people, and you can create campaigns that will do the outreach to those people. All these campaigns are trackable. You can keep track of how many messages you've sent, what's your reply rate, and who you want to retarget. And everything is customizable. If you want to change the status, you can customize them. If you want to create snippets to reply faster to messages, you can do it. If you want to add tags, you can create as many tags as you want. We also have webhooks if you're using any automation tools. And this was Inbox. You can try us out on our website, inboxapp.com, for free.
Interesting. Something I wanted to touch on. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty cool. So my question to you would be, let's say I added a few accounts here, right? Let's say I added my account for the sake of MCG. Let's say we added MCG, my account, Chill's account, Josh's account. Is there a way to make it to where you only have certain messages selected that you can share, or is it going to share all of your DMs all the time?
Yeah, so currently the tool is set up to have like all messages shared all the time. But we want to make it so that you're able to have those kind of permissions where you can share only a few messages. It's on the roadmap, not something that we are like, it's not available yet.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I was just wondering. I can feel like that's definitely important to a lot of people when they have complete teams working on a project to have some sort of privacy with personal DMs and stuff. But okay, interesting to know. We're looking at a screen right now. It says no status, cold lead, warm lead, customer. So this is obviously for your pipeline, right? Um, so with this, once you have the customer, I guess I'm just looking at this page. Maybe explain to me what this page is, why this is an important tool to have like within the Tweet DM or Inbox app.
Yeah, 100%. So for anyone that's like doing sales on X itself, or that's like speaking with
Shared with you.
like multiple people, and that are like for them, if it's important for you to like know how many people are in what stages of your funnel, that's what the pipeline is for. So you probably are speaking with a few people that might be interested in, let's say, joining your show. They're what we would consider cold in the sales world. Anyone that's like verbally said yes, or that's inclined to come, would be a warm lead. And then anyone who's been on your show would be like either a customer or like a visitor or an interviewer, or like
Mm.
you could categorize them like that. And then the magic here is that you can go out and send an invitation to all your customers or all your interviewees, and just blast them with a message like, "Oh, hey, we're going live in like 30 minutes. If you want to join, if you want to pop by." Or you could just go back into all your cold leads and be like, "All right, like these guys I need to work on, and like I need to get more people in this part of the funnel. Maybe they have some questions about our podcast or anything like that," and you can work them up basically to get to a point. It just brings a better clarity over everything that's happening.
This is really interesting. I think of so many customers, or in this, they're called customers. In this case, guests we've had on the show that there's so many future business opportunities there with conversations, etc. And it just gets lost in my DMs. I could totally see the value in this tab. I mean, all these tabs are valuable, but for me, like this tab alone would be so critical in just distribution and keeping that pipeline.
From
100%.
everyone that's
Yeah.
no, please go
Sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say like everything is customizable. So in this case, we have it set up as more of a sales tool. So obviously we have cold lead, warm lead, and customers, but these statuses are completely customizable. So if you want to focus more on your podcast, like obviously you can change the column's name, you can change the colors, you can change the how many columns there are. I'm not showing it here, but you can scroll. You could have like 100 columns if you wanted to.
I saw it tabbed over one time at the very end of this video,
Oh yeah, there you go.
but I couldn't catch it. Okay, yeah,
That's
cool. Very cool.
that's awesome. That's awesome. One thing I had, I know I don't know if you have anything else on this, Dom, but I did want to like double click on the multiple platforms. But anything else? I saw you had.
No, I was just gonna go through this video and break it down, but I want to talk about the multiple platforms, so this can all wait.
Yeah, yeah. Like, so I wanted to just from a technical standpoint, like, well, I know you mentioned there's a lot of data. Like, what does the integration with other social media platforms? What does that look like? Integrating with something like a TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, even is that easy? Like, is I know you said that's on your roadmap. I'm not sure like how what the progress is towards building out integrations like that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, 100%. So some platforms make it easier than others. Um, X, we've been very lucky to like have worked with them since 2 years, 2 years and a half about that. So it made it very easy for us to, because we know their system, we know how everything works, we know their inner workings. So it's very simple for us to just keep on improving it and adding features when X is adding features. For other platforms, Instagram is making it fairly easy. We've spoken to the team. I visited their office as well in London, and they're making it very easy. So it's going to be piece of cake. LinkedIn, on the other hand, is little bit harder, and TikTok as well is going to be very hard for us to get to work. Telegram is also going to be a little bit hard. There are already some other tools that are doing similar things to us, but the integrations is a little bit harder. And we're, by the way, small plug, we're hiring. So if you're an engineer and you want to join us and help us solve those problems, you can just go on my X, DM me, or we also have a job posting where you can just apply.
So what you mentioned that there are other people doing the same thing like that you guys are doing. What are you guys doing differently than the competition? Like what's making you guys stand out? And thanks for the plug, Alpha on stream, for any builders out there listening to the stream.
Yeah. So first of all, like we're bringing all platforms together, so that's already super unique. But like, because since we focused on X, and I don't think there's any other companies doing it on X like we're doing it. It's already quite unique, and the fact that we are focusing on teams is also super unique. So for us, I think the big value with our product is, one, it's going to help you track your relationship with people. That's kind of like the CRM part. And on the other end, like having your whole team on board, being able to share messages, keep track of everything that's happening is like another big thing. And then obviously a third point would be having multiple platforms on, and that's unique. It's never been done before. Well, there's more consumer products that are doing it, but then they don't have the teams side of things, and you can't really delegate access, and it's like you get all these like negative points, these pro and cons, and we're trying to solve for that basically.
So something to kind of steer us in a different direction here. Obviously, back to the hiring. You said you guys are hiring. I see, you're willing to shell out from $90,000 to $160,000 for a founding product engineer. What does this team look like? Who's working on this currently? How many people do you have? If you could give us an insight there.
Yeah, 100%. So for now, like engineering wise, like I'm working on the product. We've got another engineer that's working on it, and then we've got like people like Kaylan and like few other people that are helping us more in the sales and like customer support and customer success side of things. But those are not like full-time roles. That's kind of like where it looks like. We're very, very lean. We don't want this. We don't want to have a team of 100 people. We want this to be very aligned with our values, essentially.
No bloat.
And we're builders at the end of the day. Like we don't want this to be too big, basically.
Got you. And has some of your belief fees helped to kind of give you this funding to expand this team, hire a product engineer? What are you kind of doing with some of those belief fees you've gotten?
Yeah, 100%. So the way we've done it is this role that we're hiring for is fully paid by the product itself. So product revenue is just paying our salaries for anyone that's employed by Inbox is like the
Gotcha.
product itself that's paying for that. So it's not like we're not hiring through the belief fees. We
Can you
decided to
give us any insight into the revenue, by the way? Just to, I wanted to double click on that real quick. If not, that's okay.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I'm not able
All
to.
good.
I'm currently
All
in
good.
like a few. Yeah, I'm in a few NDAs already locked into that. I'm not able to share. Maybe in a few
I
months.
had
I'll be
to
able
ask.
Yeah, you have to. It's okay. But maybe in a few months I'll be able to. For
Got
sure.
you. Got you. I know I
There-
cut you off. Please continue.
Yeah, all good, all good. We took kind of like a different approach with the fees. So the fee system we decided to put towards rewarding our members or any holders that's putting out and creating value for us. We realized when launching that we had really a team of bag workers, like people who are very motivated to help Inbox become bigger and like onboard more people. And yeah, this is why we're giving that fees back basically to people. So anytime somebody's buying Inbox or anyone that's able to refer us people, they're basically getting paid like USDCs.
So
directly.
that's where the 50K USDC is coming from, maybe more so
Exactly.
relief fees.
Those are coming
Nice.
to the fees. Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull that back up there. All right, cool. Very cool. Let's talk about the token a little bit. Have you further thought on implementation for this token, integration, flywheel, that whole buzzword situation? Any comment there?
Yeah, I mean, we're like this operation inbox thing we're trying out for the next 30 days. We might extend it. It's like we see that it's taking a little bit longer for people to get adjusted to the system because this is completely new. Like it's not never seen before. So it's it's a little bit different. And yeah, I really like to see this. I really like to see this work. So my focus is just I just want to make this work as the flywheel.
How
of the
has feedback been for this? The
people are
operation inbox.
excited. Like we have a Discord where we manually approve people, and we're it's been good. Like a lot of people have been doing content for us, and some people have like right now. I'm just getting a a call booked from somebody who referred us a customer. So that's basically fees that are gonna go back to people. They're gonna get a commission out of that. So people are excited. I think we're just struggling with finding more people to join. So I think maybe some marketing work that we have to do on our end to get more people in.
Got you. And you said this is like sort of the direction you want to go with the token. Can you explain that a little more? Just to help people understand like why would I buy the token as someone that sees it on the market and is interested in what you're building?
Yeah, 100%. So we like the way I see it is we have the product on one hand that's tangible, it's revenue generating, and on the other hand we have the token where people like use it to speculate, to like invest, try to make a little bit of a bag out of it, and obviously we generate fees out of that. So we want to give that back, not to our like not only to just the bag holders, but the one that are like working for their bags, and those are people who are gonna help us make Inbox the products bigger, and thus drive the price obviously of the token up, generate more fees, and we want to give that back basically.
Okay,
And
so
this is kind of like a self-feeding system where like everyone is rewarded for what they bring on the table.
and is there any, I would say, privilege maybe based on say Chill holds 1%, I hold 0.1%. Is there any benefit for Chill holding more than I do, or as a community member we're kind of equal in the sense that we can both make as much money as referring people as the next?
Yeah, so I think we're still trying to figure that out in terms of how we're gonna have that set up. There's definitely, I mean, we're taking snapshots over time of who's holding and who's holding the longest, how much people are holding, et cetera, et cetera. So we track that, and like anytime there is gonna be um, like an event that's gonna change things, we're gonna base everything off the history data that we have on the holders.
And with these with these snapshots that you guys are taking, I know is there anything, I know there's might be things that you can't mention, but is there anything that you can talk about that would be why you're taking these snapshots? Like something like what's an example of something that could benefit some of these holders if I've been holding since the beginning?
Yeah. I mean, we're working on that, and like I've got a few advisors that I'm still like doing work on. So I don't really want to go into a deep
Gotcha.
patent and like sell ourselves on something we might not do. But essentially, yeah, there's two things we value is really like anyone who's holding uh, more than a certain amount, and that's holding and believing in us for a certain time. And on the other hand, the ones that are really going after and like participating in the community, creating content, tutorials, all of that. We want to also onboard more Web2 native people and kind of like bring them onto that word, which is completely different, and it's like an adjustment to them as well. And yeah, it's kind of like how we're seeing our whole token.
Cool. I think you gave us a really good overview. Maybe we'll start closing this off, and you can tell us a bit of forward-looking thoughts. Like, what are you most excited for? You guys have been hard at work. You're building out this new platform for Telegram, some other things like that. Just forward-looking thoughts. What are you guys working on?
Yeah,
Excited
yeah,
for?
100%. We've got some crazy AI updates. I think that's going to be a big game changer. On the outreach side, we want this to be kind of like a customizable AI that you can that helps you like answer messages faster. That helps you go through your DMs faster, figure out who is who, just based on like an AI that's kind of like helping you label messages, label conversations, and I think that's people are already saving times using our product, but we want to help them save even more time. And I think that AI update is going to be crazy good. And on the other end, for customers that are doing outbound, a lot of their work is very repetitive. So like obviously an AI there will be super helpful, and that's we're kind of like working secretly on it. I haven't posted about it or anything. It's just something internal that we're testing, but that's going to be really really cool, along with like integrations with other products like Zapier or like Make, so you can kind of like customize your whole flow how you like it. So if anyone important replies to you, you can have like a Discord notification, a Slack notification, or plug into your CRM and like have other like connections, automation created out of it.
Got you. Very cool. Yeah, I think the AI and really just ironing that out will be a huge unlock. Absolutely. So cool. Any closing thoughts? Chill. Josh, you're in the background. Josh is taking notes, getting some work done. Any closing thoughts you guys want to ask real quick or?
I think for me, questions wise, no, I think we asked a ton of questions, a lot of some of those digging deep. So no, I think you did a wonderful job giving us a nice overview of the product, and it's really nice to see revenue generating businesses coming into this space, not ones just trying to purely speculate from a token perspective, but real businesses that are already having customers and seeing growth already. So really excited to see what you guys build out over these next few coming weeks and months, and really appreciate you coming on the show here, Kevin.
Yeah, it was my
Absolutely.
pleasure. Thanks for having me
I
on.
think MCG might have to dip their toes in inbox here shortly. So
Not gonna lie, we might be in your DMs.
Anytime.
Kevin, thanks for hopping on, brother.